I've tried to fill the quiet with anything, but nothing sounds like you did. Your laughter used to warm the nights, now every corner feels cold instead. I keep replaying the final moment, the way your eyes refuse to stay. You said we'd both be better off, but I'm worse with every passing day. I told myself I'd learn to let go, move on like you seem to do. But every street, every song, every sunrise still brings me back to you. I wear the sweater you left behind, though it smells like time, not you. I pretend I'm fine when people ask, but they know that isn't true. I thought the pain would fade by now, thought time would pull me through. But every night I close my eyes, all I see is you. I'm not over you, not the way you needed me to be. I'm stuck in every memory, in the way you once loved me. I try to breathe, but every breath still tastes like what we knew. No matter how I try to heal, I'm not over you. Your toothbrush gone, your clothes are gone, but pieces of you remain. The dance you left in my pillow, the echoes calling out your name. I still walk the paths we used to take, still look for you in every crowd. It's stupid, I know, I tell myself, but missing you feels too loud. Everyone says to give it time, that broken hearts eventually mend. But how do I fix the kind of loss that feels like losing my best friend? I'm not over you, not the way I pretend I am. I keep reaching for the pieces of the life we had planned. I tell myself to let you go, but I never follow through. No matter how far I walk away, I'm not over you. Maybe love was never fair, maybe hearts don't break in two. Maybe yours healed faster while mine stayed bruised and blue. And if someday you think of me, I hope you know it's true. I try to move on with my life, but my heart stayed stuck on you. I'm not over you, and I'm tired of trying to lie. I still fall apart at midnight, still wonder why we said goodbye. I'm learning how to live again, but I'm not sure what to do when everything inside me says I'm not over you. Maybe one day I'll wake up here, maybe someday I'll make it through. But until that day finally comes, I'm not over you. I woke up to the quiet, the kind that didn't feel like home. Your sided bed was cold and still, your shadow already gone. I searched the room for something, a note, a reason, anything. But all you left was silence, a hollowness that still stings. Your Your jacket's missing from the door. Your coffee mug was clean and dry. I tried to piece the moments back, but nothing told me why. Was I too late to hear you hurt? Did your heart give up on mine? You slipped away in darkness, and you didn't leave a sign. I keep replaying yesterday, looking for the cracks I missed, wondering how love disappears between one heartbeat and the next. You left without a word, no warning, no goodbye. Just took the pieces of your love and watched our future die. I'm stuck here with the questions, the ones you never heard. I beg for one last moment, but you left without a word. I read back through old messages, searching for the truth. Was every laugh just temporary? Was I the only one who knew? The clothes you wore last Sunday still hang where you left them. I touch them just to feel something, a memory, a hint of when I thought we were unbreakable, but I was only one who stayed. You chose the door instead of me, and now I live in the mistakes. You left without a word, no closure, no last line, just silence where your promises used to echo next to mine. You walked out of the story like my heart had never stirred. I reached for you too late. You left without a word. Maybe you were fading long before the day you left. Maybe I was holding on to something already dead, but still I would've listened, still I would've stayed and fought. If only you had told me what you never said out loud. You left without a word, and it's the part that hurts the most. No final look, no broken voice, no chance to hold you close. Now I'm drowning in the silence, in the truth I never heard. I would have given everything, but you left without a word. One day I'll learn to breathe again. One day I won't feel so burned, but tonight I'm still unraveling, because you left without a word. I've been walking through the memories, trying not to fall apart. Every street still feels like yesterday, every corner holds your heart. Your voice is in the quiet, your touch is in the air. I close my eyes to stop the ache, but somehow you're still there. I've tried keeping busy, pretending I don't miss your face, but every time I breathe you in, the truth fills up the space. You were more than just a moment, you were home, you were my life. Now I'm learning how to live alone in the middle They don't know the emptiness you carved into my chest. 'Cause nothing hurts like this, loving someone who walked away. Nothing cuts so deep as the words you didn't say. I'm holding on to remnants of a love I can't resist. I felt heartbreak before, but nothing hurts like this. I still sleep on the edge of the bed, like you're coming back someday. Your laughter echoes in the dark, in a bittersweet replay. I whisper things I wish I'd said to a room that never hears. Your absence feels like thunder rolling through my tears. I know I should let go of you, but letting go feels wrong. How do I forget a love that's lived inside me for so long? 'Cause nothing hurts like this, loving someone I can't reach. Nothing burns so slow as the lessons heartbreak teaches. You left me with a quiet I can't help but reminisce. I've been broken before, but nothing hurts like this. Maybe someday I'll understand why you had to walk away. Maybe someday I'll feel the sun where your shadow used to stay. But right now all I'm holding is the ghost of your goodbye. And every time I try to heal, it hits me like the night. 'Cause nothing hurts like this, the empty space you used to fill. Nothing screams so loud as a heart that won't stay still. I'm living with the pieces of the love I always missed. I've survived love before, but nothing hurts like this. I keep trying to forget you, but I'm caught in every kiss. And I'm learning how to breathe again. But nothing hurts like this. I'm still sitting by the window where you told me it was over, and the echo of your footsteps feels like it's grown colder. I replay the final moments, every word you couldn't say, like a movie stuck on heartbreak that never fades away. There's a picture on the table of a love that used to glow. I keep trying not to touch it, 'cause it hurts too much to hold. Your sweater's in the closet, still hanging like you're near. But the truth is in the silence, you're never coming back here. And I thought time would save me, thought the pain would slowly fade. But every night I'm reminded of the promises we made. I'm still broken where you left me, in the corner of goodbye, with the pieces of a story that ended without a why. I'm still reaching in the darkness for a hand I'll never the morning to the shape you used to fill. There's a quiet in your absence that the daylight never kills. All the dreams we built together are now ghosts inside this place. And I'm learning how to live with the hurt you didn't face. Everyone says I'll be fine soon, that the heart always forgives, but they don't see the shadows where your memory still lives. I'm still broken where you left me, in a storm you didn't stay. With the questions I keep asking, the time won't take away. I'm still searching for the reason why your love stopped loving me. You walked out like you were weightless, but you left away with me. Maybe someday I'll stop waiting for the sound of you at the door. Maybe someday I'll stop hoping for the heart you don't have anymore. But until that day is coming, I'll be standing in the rain, trying not to lose the pieces of the heart you won't protect. I'm still broken where you left me, in the ruins of that night, with the echoes of forever that you took when you took your life. I'm still learning how to breathe where your love used to be. You moved on like it meant nothing, but you left the rest with me. I'm still broken where you left me, still trying to exist. Healing shouldn't feel this endless, but nothing ends like this. I've been holding on to memories that don't feel like mine anymore. Every corner of this quiet room still whispers you at the door. I've been trying to stay steady, but the nights keep pulling me down. 'Cause the silence feels much heavier when your voice is not around. I replay every little moment, even the ones you forgot. You were fading long before you left, but I kept giving all I've got. I hid the cracks inside my laughter, pretended everything was fine. But it's the things I didn't tell you that haunt me every time. You never saw me breaking in the shadows of your light. I was falling while you drifted farther out of sight. And these are the tears I never showed, all the pain I kept below. You never saw the parts of me I was too afraid to let you know. You walked away so easily while I carried what we wrote. I'm drowning in the memories and tears I never showed. I still keep your old sweater, though it hurts to hold it now. Every thread still smells like winter, every tear still asks me how I loved you without limits. just to make our story whole. Maybe I should have told you how lonely love became, but I was scared you'd disappear. Turns out you left anyway. These are the tears I never showed, every truth I never spoke. You never saw the pieces of me hiding underneath the hope. You slipped away so quietly, leaving wounds you never owned. Now I'm bleeding in the silence with tears I never showed. If I could turn back time, I'd let the crying overflow. I'd let you see the storms inside instead of letting them control. But now the past is locked behind the things we left unsaid, and the love I try to save is just a ghost inside my head. I held on too tightly, you let go too soon. I stayed in the sunlight, you walked into the moon. And all the words I swallowed now echo through my bones, a symphony of heartbreak in a place you don't call home. These are the tears I never showed, now they're falling all alone. Every drop a quiet reminder of the love that I outgrew. You're somewhere living peacefully while I'm healing on my own, still learning how to release the tears I never showed. Maybe someday I'll forgive the heart that didn't know how love can break so silently in tears we never show. I still hear your footsteps fading down the hallway of my mind. All the words we left unspoken are the ones I can't rewind. I keep waking up at midnight, reaching for a hand that's gone, as if my heart can still pretend that you're where you belong. Every memory is a whisper of the life we almost had. I paint pictures of forever just to lose them just as fast. I've been tracing every moment, trying not to fall apart, but the echoes of your goodbye still pull shadows through my heart. You disappeared so quietly, like dawn at the edge of night. But I'm here holding on to things you never tried to fight. I wish you stayed when the world felt heavy and my hands shook with fear. You stayed when love was breaking, but I still held you near. You walked away like our story never mattered anyway, and I'm here with all the pieces stay. I keep finding little traces of the life we tried to build, half-written notes and photographs of a future that stood still. Every room holds conversations that we'll never get to finish, and the promises we made fade slower than they diminish. Maybe love was never equal, maybe I just loved too much. You were drifting like the seasons, I was begging for your touch. I wish you stayed when the storms were rising and my hope was wearing thin. I wish you stayed when you felt uncertain instead of shutting me out again. You let go first, even though you swore you'd never fade. Now I'm lost inside the silence where your heartbeat used to lay. I wish you stayed. Maybe in another version of this life we couldn't live, you would hold me through the hurting instead of taking what you give. Maybe we were made of memories, too fragile to survive, but I still dream of one more moment where you choose to stay this time. If love is meant for letting go, why does it hurt to breathe? Why do I keep loving you in every place you chose to leave? I wish you stayed. One more sunrise, one more promise you won't break. I wish you stayed long enough to see how much of me you take. You walked away like I was something you could just escape, but I'm still standing in the doorway, crying out your name. I wish you stayed, and maybe someday I'll learn to let the memories fade. But tonight I'm still the person who wishes you stayed. I still replay the way you whispered that we'd make it through the storm. Every promise felt unbreakable, every word was safe and warm. But somewhere in the quiet moments, we started drifting out of tune. Two hearts taking different roads, and love fading far too soon. I keep walking through the places where your laughter used to stay. Even silence feels like memories of a life we lost along the way. disappearing. Didn't hear your heart let go, but I felt a distance growing in the spaces you wouldn't show. Maybe time was moving faster than the love we tried to save. Maybe we held on too lightly to the things we should have braved. We ended too soon, like a song with half its melody, like a sky that lost its color before the sun could even breathe. We ended too soon, like a dream you wake from far too fast. Now I'm standing in the ruins of a love we couldn't make last. We ended too soon, and I'm still learning how to live in the aftermath. I still find your words in corners of the life I'm trying to rebuild. I still feel your ghost beside me in the promises unfulfilled. We had chapters left unwritten, we had time we never used, but forever slipped between us in the choices we both refused. Maybe you were hurting quietly, maybe I was blind to see all the shadows you were holding while you were slipping out of me. We ended too soon, like a flame blown out before its time, like a truth that came too late to keep the stars forever aligned. We ended too soon, and the memories still ache like June. If goodbye had waited one more heartbeat, maybe we'd still be in bloom. If love had just one more moment, one more chance to make it right, would you turn around and hold me instead of disappearing into night? Sometimes I think of what we wasted, what we never got to do, all the dreams that died unfinished when I stopped belonging to you. How do I move on when your shadow follows me? How do I forget a future we were meant to see? Big final too soon, and the echo of our almost still lives beneath my skin. We ended too soon, but a part of me still hopes we'll find our way back again. If fate could bend the rules, if time would give us one more room, maybe we'd rewrite the ending, because we ended too soon. So I'll keep holding on to what we never got to prove. In another life, another moment, maybe I never have to lose you, and we wouldn't end too soon. close off behind you, but the sound still shakes my bones. Your footsteps faded down the hallway, but I'm the one left here alone. I trace the places you once touched, everything you used to claim, and every shadow on these walls still whispers out your name. I keep replaying every moment, trying to find where we went wrong. Was it something in the silence, or the words we held too long? The memories feel heavier now, like they're pulling me through time, back to when your eyes met mine and love felt safe and full in mine. But somewhere between the promises and the things we couldn't fix, you found a way to walk away, and I'm still trapped in what we missed. Your goodbye still echoes in the corners of this room, in the places we once left, in the dreams that ended too soon. Your goodbye still echoes like a truth I can't undo, like a final breath of love that never made its way to you. Your goodbye still echoes, and I still tremble at the sound of losing you. I still hear your voice on quiet nights, soft like a heartbeat fading slow. I reach for you out of habit, even though you're gone, I know. But grief is just the love that stayed when everything else let go. And I'm learning how to live with all the things I'll never know. Maybe you were breaking silently, maybe you were scared to say that love was slipping through your hands and you didn't know how to stay. Your goodbye still echoes through the memories in my chest, through the promises you made that never got the chance to rest. Your goodbye still echoes in a language only heartbreak speaks, and I feel the tremor of you leaving every hour of every week. Tell me, did you feel the world stop turning when you finally said we're through? Did your voice shake when you whispered it, or was I the only one who knew? 'Cause I'm stuck inside that moment, frozen where you let me break, and the silence that followed after is more than I can take. I keep calling out for closure, but all I hear is empty space. You're gone, but your goodbye still lives in every place. Your goodbye still echoes through the corridors of everything I thought we'd someday be. Your goodbye still echoes like a wave that never settles, crashing endlessly in me. You may have walked Your goodbye still echoes louder than any love I've ever known. Maybe time will soften heartbreak. Maybe someday I'll let go. But tonight your goodbye still lingers in the only heart you used to know. I wake up in an empty room where your laughter used to live. All the warmth you left behind is fading faster than I can give. Your sweater still hangs by the doorway like you might walk back inside. But every time I reach for you, I'm reminded you're not mine. Keep replaying every moment, all the things we didn't say. I didn't know our final chapter would be written in one day. You were always my safe harbor, my beginning and my end. Now I'm drowning in the silence of losing more than just a friend. How do I breathe when the air you gave is gone? How do I stay when everything feels wrong? I'm lost without your love. Every heartbeat feels too quiet. Every night becomes a riot of the memories we made. I'm lost without your love, like a ship without a sunrise, like a truth without its reason, like a promise that is strayed. I'm lost without your love, and I don't know how to find my way. The world keeps moving forward, but I'm stuck in yesterday. Every street looks unfamiliar since your footsteps walked away. I still whisper to the shadows, still pretend you'll hear my voice. But loving you became a battle where I never had a choice. Tell me, did you ever wonder if I'd break when you let go? Did you feel the weight of leaving, or was I the only one who'd know? I'm lost without your love. Every corner of this heartbreak echoes things we couldn't say. I'm lost without your love, trying hard to keep on breathing, but I'm sinking underneath it, fighting waves I couldn't break. I'm lost without your love, still holding on to what we gave. Maybe in another life we'd find our way back through the dark. Maybe you would where you made me feel whole. I'm lost without your love, lost in all the spaces where your touch used to be. I'm lost without your love, searching through the memories of the things you set free. You walked away from everything, but I stayed here holding on. I'm lost without your love, still trying to learn how to move on. Maybe time will heal this heartbreak. Maybe someday I'll be enough. But tonight I'm still the version who's lost without your love. I didn't see the ending coming, didn't hear the quiet chill. You were smiling while you sobbed, while my world began to drift. Every promise you once whispered now feels hollow in my chest, like a story left unfinished, like a love that failed the test. I kept giving you my pieces, thinking you would give them back, but you held them like a stranger, till my heart began to crack. You kept saying you were trying, but your eyes told different truth. And I learned that growing distance doesn't come with any proof. And now I'm left with memories sharp enough to cut me through. You gave me love, you gave me dreams, but you gave me sadness too. The sadness you gave me still clings to every breath I take. The sadness you gave me is the echo I can't shake. You left me with the silence, left me holding all the pain, and I'm drowning in the shadows of a love that couldn't remain. The sadness you gave me is the only thing that stayed. I keep waking up at midnight with your name caught in my throat. Every heartbeat feels like longing, the forever that you wrote. You moved on without a warning, left me stranded in the rain. Now I'm stitching up the pieces of a heart you left in pain. Maybe you were always leaving, even while you held my hand. Maybe love was just a promise you were never meant to stand. And the sadness you gave me still pours like winter through my soul. The sadness you gave me is the story you didn't want to hold. You left without explaining, left without an afterthought, and I'm lost inside the ruins of a love that time forgot. The sadness you gave me is the truth your goodbye brought. I keep asking all these questions with no answer left to find. I keep searching for the meaning in the emptiness behind. You took courage when you left me, took the light I used to see, and the only thing you gave back was the sadness left in me. Tell me, do you ever feel it? The weight of what you turned away. Do you hear the tears you caused me when you chose to walk away? The sadness you gave me paints the corners of my days. The sadness you gave me is a shadow I can't erase. You moved on like I was nothing, like the truth was yours alone. But I'm holding every moment in a heart you turned to stone. The sadness you gave me is the part of you that never let me go. Maybe time will make me stronger. Maybe someday I'll be free. But tonight the sadness you gave me is the only thing that feels like what's left of you in me.